Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Monk here, back again with another video, and today we got a pickup of one of the best sneakers to own right now in 2025. Alright, this pickup is a part of my 4-part series of my post-Thailand trip. Basically, as you guys have heard in my previous video, and if you have not seen that, make sure to go check that out afterwards. Basically, I was in the airport, and when I'm bored and I'm waiting for a flight, I make some irrational decisions. And I ended up buying 4 pairs of sneakers. Yeah, it's crazy, I know, but it happened. And today is part 2. Make sure to go check out my first pickup of the Off-White All Hallows Eve colorway. I did that last week, and today we're going over another sneaker once again. Well, actually, this sneaker is something that I've owned in the past. You have seen it on my channel. However, I ended up selling that pair because I just wasn't rocking with that colorway anymore. I just felt like it was so mainstream and everyone had it, and it was getting overplayed, so I decided to get rid of that one to buy a new colorway. This one I actually like a lot more, and I'm hoping that I could style it. So with that being said, let's open up the box, and I cannot wait to see these sneakers for myself. So this package was from GOAT, and basically I used my GOAT credit. Again, I had a lot of GOAT credit stocked up, and I decided, hey, why not just spend it? It's crazy how GOAT does these things where they give you credit, because it makes you feel like you're not spending any money on a pair of sneakers when you use the credit. However, you actually are, because it's the money that you've earned from selling your pairs of sneakers. So they make you feel like, oh wow, I get all these sneakers for free. And that's how they get you at the end of the day. Let's get the box open. I'm excited to see these in person. All right. As you guys can see, we do have an A6 box, and I actually did a video on my first pair when I got these in, and I believe it's probably one of the most viewed videos on my channel. I think if not the most viewed one. So make sure to go check that out afterwards, but I'm gonna review the shoe first. So let's open up the box. And we got the GOAT tag. Let's put that aside. And in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Yes, sir! As you guys can see, we do have the A6 Gel-Kayano 14s in the Midnight Navy colorway. So yep, as you guys know, I originally owned the black and cream pair. I called it the plum pair because there was a little hint of purple. And at first, I really liked it. I thought it was very neutral. I could rock you with anything. And then after a while, I just saw so many people rocking the same colorway. I mean, I know that A6 Gel-Kayano 14s are hot, but guys, you gotta have some variety. You cannot all just keep wearing the same colors that everyone else is wearing. So I got a little bit tired of it, and I wanted something a little more unique. With that being said, I decided to sell that pair, and I really had my eyes on this pair. I mean, I did have some regrets on not copping this for the first time, but now I have them, and you know, what can I say? But these are absolutely better, and I love the blue on it. I feel like this gel technology, I'll talk about in just a second, but like, just look at the gel. Doesn't it remind you of like a blueberry dum dum? Like, I don't know, if you guys like candy a lot, this just looks like it could be like blueberry flavored. And I'm not gonna lie, a couple months back in November, they did restock on Asics website. And unfortunately, at that time, I didn't have too much money that I could spend on sneakers. So I decided to sleep on these. And after a while, they just sold out. So I was really sad about that. But the good side is that on GOAT, they were pretty much selling them close to retail price, but still after shipping and tax, I still have to pay a good amount. You know what? It is what it is. I have the shoe in hand, and I'm just happy about that at the end of the day. For those of you guys who don't know about sneaker culture right now, A6 Gel-Kayano 14s are one of the most comfortable sneakers that any sneakerhead could own in today's age. Right now in 2025, everyone is pretty much prioritizing comfort over hype. So we're ditching all the Jordan 1s, and we're ditching, you know, all the Nike Dunks, because those can be really uncomfortable at times, and everyone is going for the Y2K inspired runners. And the Asics Gel Kayano 14s is probably one of the most prominent examples of that. With the gel technology in the back, it makes the sneaker very comfortable. When you're walking in them, there is extreme cushion and innovation in the sneaker. I'm not gonna lie, not everyone likes the look of the Gel Kayano 14s because they look so dad-like, and you know, they almost look like a pair of shoes that you would get at like Payless or Stride Ride, if you guys remember having those back in the day. However, I kind of get used to it after a while. And plus, with the aesthetic of today's trends, they really complement any pair of pants that you wear them with. Nowadays, it's all about the baggy look. It's all about the sporty, athletic look. Not so much the skinny jeans. And yeah, these would not look good with skin-tight pants. But now with the relaxed look, these look really good when you pair them with your outfits. It just gives off a vintage aesthetic, and I think that's what a lot of people like about the shoe overall. So yeah, this pair that I have right here is exclusive in women's sizing, so I had to get an 11.5, which correlates to a 10 in men's, and they still fit just fine. So if you're trying to go for any Asics sneakers in women's sizing, you can just go a whole size and a half up, and they will be your true to size sneaker. I just love this colorway so much because you can wear this with anything. And yeah, I mean, I love the different textures and little palettes of white or cream on them, and it's just a good touch overall. All right, so starting off with the upper, on the mudguard, we do have the synthetic tumble leather in this metallic reflective panel right here. And pretty much every A6 Gel Kayano 14 has that. If not, then it's usually in suede. And then we also have our usual outlining for the Gel Kayano 14s that just makes it unique. And you guys see it right here in black. Transitioning to the upper, we do have a white mesh construction, and it's obviously supposed to make it very breathable, very comfortable. Now on top of that white mesh upper, we do have a cream panel, again in this synthetic material, and it's supposed to kind of contrast the rest of the white coloring. As you guys see right here, you know, it kind of adds some character to the sneaker, making sure that it's not an all white kind of shoe. One thing about the A6 Gel Kayano 14s that I've noticed in the past is that there are so many different patternings, and I cannot even explain them all. But again, you have a little bit of outlining here. On the side, you have a bunch of like 7 looking shapes, right? On the laces, you have a bunch of lines drawn throughout. So I can go over all of this, but I feel like I don't even know how to explain it myself. There's just a lot going on when it comes to this sneaker. But as we go over to the laces, we do have some white rope laces, and there's no additional laces, but this is the standard ones. Pretty typical for Asics Gel Kayano 14. Moving up to the tongue area, we do have the Asics logo in a leather panel in cream. Below that, we have the lace hold in cream as well. Moving over to the side profile of the sneaker, we do have the Onitsuka Tiger logo. Now, it does look like it's in black. However, it stays true to the theme of the sneaker, and it's actually in navy. Same thing for the inner side of the sneaker as well. We have the Onitsuka Tiger logo once again. As we move over to the back of the sneaker, we have more of this metallic reflective panel, this time in this synthetic material, and then we have the gel logo on the back tab of the sneaker. Now on the back side of the outer profile of the sneaker, we do have Gel Kayano 14 written into the shoe, which obviously is a description of the name of the model. Moving over to the midsole of the sneaker, first off we have this cream foam midsole. Below it, this is where we have the technology of the Asics Gel Kayano 14s. You have that gel technology, which is so squishy and makes the sneaker so comfortable when you step into it. Now you have the gel technology both on the back part of the midsole and a little bit on the front as well. I love it because it definitely looks like jello. It always reminds me of like a dessert. As we move over to the outsole of the sneaker, we do have our traditional Asics Gel Kayano 14 outsole patterning. This time it's in this black, gray, and cream colorway. One thing that I also love is on the middle part, we do have this carbon fiber plate that provides some extra support to the shoe. Moving over to the sock liner of the shoe, we do have an all white sock liner. However, on the inner of the tag, we do have a navy blue color, which gives it a little bit of pop. And then finally, as we move over to the insole of the sneaker, this is our Asics Gel Kayano 14 insole, which is honestly very thick and soft. It's a foam midsole and it looks very comfortable. And yeah, overall, Asics Gel-Kayano 14s, one of the most comfortable sneakers I've ever owned. And I'm glad that I finally have a colorway that I'm gonna rock. And who knows, maybe I'll get tired of this one, but the beauty of it is that there are so many different colorways that you can just choose from, and they're all kind of ranging between the same price, so you can pretty much just sell your pair if you don't want anymore. And within a week, I'm sure they're gonna go, because Asics Gel-Kayano 14s are just on the rise when it comes to demand. But when it comes to Asics lifestyle sneakers overall, the Gel-Kayano 14s are one of the most expensive ones, retailing at a price of $150. And because they're so popular, a lot of people are going to buy them and they're going to get sold out really fast. So you may have to resort to the aftermarket. However, because they're not entirely a hype, you can pretty much find them for close to retail, a couple of bucks more, but you can pretty much be at ease when it comes to buying resale. You know, it's so crazy that when you look at the sneaker market nowadays and you go into a consignment shop, they don't really want your Jordan 1s, they don't want your Yeezys anymore, they want Asics. I mean, who would have thought in 2016 that if we looked forward 10 years later, that we'd be looking at Asics taking the sneaker market by storm? It's honestly very crazy and hard to believe, but this is the reality that we live in right now. And honestly, every time I wear them, I like them. I mean, you're probably gonna see more Asics sneakers in my collection in the future, and hopefully I can buy a bunch of different models, and one day I can compare to which model is the best in my opinion. So there we have it, the Asics Gel-Kayano 14s in the midnight navy colorway. Absolutely beautiful, and yeah, gonna be one of my dailies. All right guys, there we have it for today's video. Now I'd like to hear from you guys. What are your honest thoughts on the Asics Gel-Kayano 14s? Do you mess with them, or are they ugly? Do they look like dad shoes? Would you rock them yourself? Let me know in the comments down below, because I do want to hear from you guys. And as always, if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up, as it will help me on the long run. And if you could, smash the subscribe button, because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Asics Gel-Kayano 14s in the midnight navy colorway. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!